It's the 12th of February today. Back in the gym, bench session today. Did the big squat and deadlift session yesterday, so it was purely bench and just a little bit of abs. I just did some sort of incline sit-ups after my bench set. It was a pretty good day for me to gauge how far my bench press has come since doing this, what am I now, 43, 44 days in to training every day and having no day off. And I have to say it's probably much improved. I start out just warming up with the 40 kilos on the bar, and then I move straight to 60. And I did 10 reps with 60 kilos for the first time, with it being relatively comfortable. Probably since I started this. I'd normally sort of banging it out for 6 reps, maybe 8 reps at a time and doing that, but it felt good. So I did 10 reps at 60 and I thought, alright, I can go up straight away. I went up to 70 kilos after that. Banged out 5 reps with 70 kilos. It felt fairly good. I went up to 80 kilos just to feel that I've never benched 80 kilos before. Never attempted it before, and I just felt good. I thought it was a good day. Obviously didn't have a spot or anything like that. I wasn't in the power rack. It was a bit risky doing anything, more volume wise than what I did. And I got up to that 80 kilos and I just hit it for 1 rep just to see how it felt, and it was a struggle, man. It was going up that 10 kilos, man. I thought I couldn't get it off my chest for a good second there, and I thought I was going to have to drop the bar and reel out from under it, but it felt okay. And then, after doing that 1 rep, quickly went around, took the weights off, went back down to 70 kilos, and, all within sort of 30 seconds, I banged out 5 reps at 70 kilos. And I guess after the initial sort of shock and stretch to my muscle, the first 2 reps of that 70 kilos was quite hard. And then after that, we pushed through that, and then it made the rest of the benching session seem quite light and quite manageable after hitting that 80 kilos for 1 rep. So there's definitely some improvements coming in my benching. I know I've talked about I'm probably doing this twice a week, where I hit chest almost every second. Well, I pretty much almost hit chest every second day, or maybe second or third day this week. For the last few days, so maybe in the last 7 days I've hit chest probably 3 times. And definitely noticing the improvements there. Obviously I don't want to work my chest too much and overstrain it, so I think the next time I train chest will probably be more volume rather than weight. Especially now that I know I can get some volume with the 60 kilos, and I can probably push for 10 reps and over with 60 kilos. I might start aiming that. Here's the sort of 1 rep 80 kilo. Oh no, sorry. Here's the 70 kilos after that. See the first 2 or 3 presses I sort of struggle with, a lot of shaking, and then I push through it quite strong in the last 2 reps. And look, yeah, had to get the wrist straps out today. Like I said the other day, I was feeling inflammation everywhere, hips, back, elbows, wrists. So I got the wrist straps out today. Noticeably feeling much better in my legs and my hips today. I actually felt quite strong after the squat and deadlift session yesterday. I didn't feel too sore as well, which is always a good sign for my recovery. After this session I did here, I went in the sauna and I put a clip in of me sort of struggling in the sauna at the very end for the last 2 minutes. I usually try and like to get it up to about 70 degrees. And it's a 45-minute sauna session that you get at this health club that I go to, and they always have it idling at about 50 degrees, and it takes a good 30-35 minutes to get it up to 70 degrees, and that's 30-35 minutes I'm in there whilst it's getting up. So you're getting a solid sweat, and you're sort of getting a solid exposure to heat, and then that last sort of 9 or 10 minutes is just like agony for me. I can't wait to get out. And you're sitting in the room there, and the shower's just outside the door of the sauna, and it's a private room. You lock the door everywhere. You strip off, wrap your towel around, and in you go to the sauna. And as you're sitting there sort of struggling, you're looking at this cold shower the whole time, and it's taunting you, which just makes it that much more pleasurable, I will say, when you manage to sit in there for the full 45 minutes, and then you can jump out and reward yourself with a cold shower, and obviously get the health benefits of that hot cold routine there. But I decided to do some sit-ups after the session before I went to the sauna. So I started with a set of 20, and then I got a 10 kilo weight, and just started doing a couple variations with that. Just did 10 sit-ups in a row, and then sort of just different variations on a crunch and an ab workout, pretty much. Just to get some core work in there. I feel like if I do that a little bit more regularly than what I've been doing, it'll just help with me keeping my core tight during the squat and the deadlift as well, which should be good. Was thinking about running today as well, but after this calf exercises I did yesterday, my left calf, which I might have mentioned was strained a little bit last week, got a little bit sore and flared up a little bit again. So I just left that for the day. I might do it tomorrow, or I might do it when I'm back at work the day after tomorrow. So we'll see how we go, see how we feel. But yeah, definitely noticing the benefits of putting in that extra work to bench press. And I've got to say, there's a lot of props to training by yourself, but there's a lot of benefits to training with other people as well, especially if you're like me and you're competitive and you're sort of trying to one up each other. In saying that, the bloke I train with is usually benches much more weight than me. He'll bench 2 plates easily. But it sort of lifts me up as well. So especially if you go to the gym, or you go running and you lift with people that are stronger than you, or you run with people that are faster than you, it usually brings your game up. If you're willing and if you're competitive, it's not gonna always bring your game up if you don't want to try, or you don't want to compete, or you don't want to dig deep. But there's a lot to say for those sessions this week where I've done with my mate, and he's sort of not directly pushing me. He's not there, motivating me the whole time. But I think just by training next to him, it's allowed me to sort of elevate my conditioning in a way where I'm putting on more weights, trying to get stronger, trying to get heavy, trying to lift as much as possible, and trying to go for as many reps as possible. Especially while I've got a spotter there as well. So it's definitely benefit coming out of those sessions, and then also training by myself as well, and hitting these movements more regularly than I would this bench, squat and deadlift sort of thing that I'm sort of going here for. I'm not really going on a plan or anything. I'm just sort of going on an inkling of how I feel, how my work days line up as well. I'm a shift worker, so it always depends. Probably do those heavier lifts on days off rather than days on. It's probably more cardio based when we're on days on, and probably more weight based when we're on days off. Got a good workout, got a good burn, was more than happy with it, and I'll leave you with my thoughts in the sauna. So cheers, thank you very much. This hard red light. I just wanted to film my thoughts quickly. My thought is 45 minutes. It's not even as hot as I wanted to get, but today is just so hot. I even had a cool shower for 30 seconds before I jumped in here, and it just didn't do anything. I'm gonna turn the light on. But man, I'm so tired, I'm so knackered. It gets hard to breathe after a while. It gets so hot. It feels like it's hard to take a deep breath in. Sweat in my eyes. It's like I'm crying all the time. But we gotta get through it. I've got 2 minutes left. I'm gonna jump out in the last 30 seconds and go for a cold shower out there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's my thoughts on it. Just see someone quit. I want to give up. I know I'm better than that. I'm listening to some David Goggins motivation in my ear to get me through it. And damn, it helps. It helps a lot. Just trying to find distractions, stretching, sleeping, going back to stretching, changing positions, standing up, sitting down, lying down. It all works for about 10 seconds, and then you get back to feeling the heat. So I'm going to leave it there. I've got about 1.5 minutes left, and have a beautiful, beautiful cold shower at the end of this. Cheers. Oof.